What's up, guys, and welcome back to another vlog. So today I am doing a project. As you guys can see, we're over here at a campground. We're actually up in PA. We've actually been in the tri-state area for a while, New Jersey, New York. Spent a whole while with our dads for Valentine's Day. With our dads for Father's Day, and just hung out, kind of left everything alone. And then now we are back at it, and we're up in PA. I actually have a couple projects to do today. So one of them being solar. I have two more flexible 100-watt solar panels that we're going to be adding to the roof. I just got to run out to the store to get a couple supplies, and that gives me a good excuse to drop the Grom and drive around this beautiful campground. This is one of our favorites. We are at the
East Stroudsburg.
I put her on the spot. We're at the Delaware Water Gap, East Stroudsburg KOA. This is a really nice spot.
Oh, it's a chipmunk.
And we are in a beautiful area. They put us in a really nice spot. Super woodsy. During the day, they put horses out in this pasture over here.
Look at the chipmunk.
Oh, you guys see the chipmunk? It's right there somewhere.
It's right there in the little hill.
And then right here, there's a stream. It's looking a little dry, though. Oh, see you later, chipmunk. So there's a stream over here.
It looks better when you go further down.
It's not very streamy, though. It's more like a muck. But I guess later on in the summer, this will probably fill up with the rain. Anyway, we're going to head on the bike and go head out to the hardware store.
Alright guys, so we just got back from the store. We had to get some seam tape for the solar panels. We seam tape and like glue it down, that way it really holds. So he's up there right now. I'm going to pass you in a sec. If you're new here, we use this. It's really good if you live on the road and you need to get up onto the roof. It collapses all the way down. We got this at Harbor Freight, but you could also get it off of Amazon, and they have a warranty thing. It's $7, so we're probably gonna swap that out soon because we've been using it. We've had this for a while, and the paint is starting to like really gook on it and stuff. So I'm gonna pass you up there. He'll show you what he's doing.
All right, guys, we got everything. We are up here on the roof, and I am starting to set everything up where I want it. So as you can see, this is the brand new panel. It hasn't been put down yet. These are our two existing 100-watt panels. So I got some seam tape. This is going to be a super easy way to do it, and I'll talk about it in a little bit why I didn't go hard panels with bolting and everything. But for now, we're going to get this done. It's going to be super simple, super quick, and we're going to have another 200 watts of power on the roof. I already started pre-drilling the hole, throwing the wires in. So let me get these all squared up, and then I'll get back with you guys once I'm done. All right, guys. Well, 200 more watts of solar on the roof officially. So obviously you can see my little butch paint job here. Unfortunately, I thought, at least on this one, from the ground, you can't see these two strips right here of the white paint, but over there, it kind of comes down the edge a little bit more of the seam tape. So touched it up with some quick paint just so it matches, so it's not, you know, bright and ugly and white looking on the side. But these are 100-watt panels each. These are Top Solar panels. That's the brand. You can look them up online, and if you want, I will even leave a link so you guys can go check them out. And the reason I do these is they're just so simple. Like, I installed both of these in probably a half hour. You know, you just clean the surface area, get yourself a roll of seam tape. I used 50 feet and I didn't have enough. I needed about another 2 feet, so that's something to consider. I go all the way around from corner to corner. That way there's no air that could slip under these panels, and the seam tape will hold these things down probably for the next 20-30 years. This bus will be in the, you know, scrapyard by then, so I am not worried about it. And I got my two other panels. Those have been held down by the same exact seam tape for, I don't know, about a year, maybe a little less, maybe 8 or 9 months. And they're doing fantastic. They're not dried out, they're not cracked, and they're still holding solid. All I did, you can't really see it, but in between those two panels right here, there's a hole. Drilled the hole with a drill, ran the wires down, and I didn't plug them in yet. We tested them to make sure they're working, obviously, but I didn't plug them in permanently yet. But these are going to feed the Jackery 160 and the 240. 240 powers the TV, and the 140 and the 160 powers pretty much powers our phones and whatever small electronics, charges, GoPro batteries, stuff like that. So, you know, now that we're in a cooler temperature and I don't have to run the generator all the time, you know, it'd be nice to have the solar, and I could just worry about that, charging whatever and running the TV. And if I want to plug in a small fan or something, that's totally fine. It'll keep up with that as well. So definitely something to consider. Super easy project, like I said, 30 minutes. I didn't do the drill-in panels. They're way more complicated. You got to drill a ton of holes in the roof. You got to build a super expensive rack, you know, to mount the panels to. It's a whole other process you got to do. So this is just way, way easier. All right, guys, back inside. Just want to show you where we're at. So as you can see up here, this is where the holes came through. Not the most beautiful sight in the world, but it is what it is. 2 different holes for both sets of wires. Otherwise, I'd have to make a really thick hole to fit all 4 MC4 connectors through, and I didn't really want to do that. So these are all running down. These I still have to connect. I didn't connect these yet. This one I connected, and these are connected to a 8mm conversion piece, because straight from the factory these solar panels come with MC4 connectors. And then if I can untangle this, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to just kind of clean up a little bit. So from the factory they come with MC4, and then I got MC4 to 8mm because these Jackeries use 8mm plugs on them right here. So right now I have the wall piece, you know, charging the Jackery because I didn't have the solar plugged in. So, and unfortunately, if you guys look outside, it is a very dreary, cloudy day, and we're under a ton of trees, so there's like 0 solar. So I won't be surprised if this doesn't pick up anything, but we'll see. Plus, these Jackeries have a smart MPPT controller in them, and they will limit the amount of power that comes in once the Jackery's battery is up to a certain amount of charge. So like right now it's 99%, and output we're putting 13 watts. That's from all the chargers. The TV is plugged into this and everything. Input, it's not taking anything because we are pretty much maxed out, and because we're under so much solar. So unfortunately, I won't be able to show you too much under so many trees, that's what I meant. But once we get out of the cloudiness and we actually get some sunshine, I'll be able to actually show you guys that this thing is working, and the solar panels are going to be charging this thing and keeping it charged, and we'll be able to power the TV as much as we want for free, pretty much. Yeah, without having to run the generator. Yeah, without having to run a generator or anything. And the nice thing about this top solar kit is it pretty much comes as a total complete set, minus the batteries, and a couple other cables, but pretty much comes as a complete set to set up to charge batteries straight from the solar. So it comes with a this is a solar charge controller, and you can even plug USBs into this straight through there, which is really nice, and that has the MC4 connectors on the end. And it also supplies you with these 2 red and blacks and these 2, and you can connect this right to a battery using these alligator clips. Now, most people will have a little bit more of a permanent setup if they had something in their bus. They don't really use alligator clips, but this is like if you wanted to like charge a battery up quick or now and then or whatever, or if you just have maybe 1 battery, you could go that setup. It also comes with a couple extra MC4 connectors, which is really nice. And this whole set was $250 with the panels and everything. So it's a really cool set. It's super simple to install. Anyway, that's my full solar setup. Like I said, it's super simple. I did go out and buy these cable clamps, and what these are for is pretty much to cling the cables to the wall so it's nice and neat. They'll be out of the way, and they won't just be dangling like this and rocking all over the place while the bus is driving. They'll be held nice and neat securely to the wall, kind of out of sight a little bit, you know. And I'm sure Samantha will figure out a way to cover up these holes. She's pretty good about that. But that's about it with the solar. You know, free power, what the hell? If I don't have to run the generator, you know, gas is $5 a gallon now, so anytime I don't have to run the generator, it is fantastic. Plus, now that we are in the north, like New Jersey, PA, New York, I mean, the weather is so different, especially up here in the mountains. It is, the high today is 69, which is beautiful to me. It's fine. I'll throw a hoodie on and I'll be good to go. And we're going to have a nice fire later. I mean, this is stuff you just can't do down in Florida right now. It's 95 during the day and maybe 75, 80 at night. It's like, it just does not cool down. So we are really happy to be here. I do have one other thing I want to show you guys outside, so give me a second and I'll bring you guys out. You guys see that? Isn't that cool? So Samantha decided that we need some more security in the bus and outside the bus. So yesterday we installed 2 Ring cameras. These are totally wireless. There's no wires. We did buy the solar panel with it, so we can charge this up via solar, or we can recharge it via the rechargeable battery from inside using a USB cord that they supply. And we pretty much just mounted it right to the wall. The nice thing about this setup is these are completely removable. So I think when we drive, we're not going to keep them up. I'm just nervous about them like flying off or something. But they simply slide up, and they're on little clips. And they, you know, pop on like that. And then you just kind of, it might be hard to do with one hand, I don't know. Of course it is, yeah. Oh, there it goes, okay. And then you just click it back on. These are movable up to a certain amount of degrees, so you can point it wherever you want. And then you can step back. They're motion activated. You can also talk through them both ways, so I can talk to you and you can talk to me if there's an issue. And we also bought one for the inside. That way we can keep an eye on the dogs when we're gone for a long time. Sometimes the dogs like to get into trouble, especially this one. Look, he's already in trouble. He's tangled up. Yeah, you're all tangled up. You went around the pole 40 times. Now you have no lead.
If you guys know, I have my vines that are by the door, so he decided to destroy that and rip it off.
Yeah. So Sam's not very happy right now. But,
this isn't the first time.
So now when we're out, if we see him doing that, we can yell at him through the Ring camera. I got to figure out a good spot to install that. And that one's battery. That one's a plug-in, actually. That one's not battery operated.
That one has an alarm on it. I wish that the outside one had an alarm. That way I can like scare somebody off if they're trying to do something while we're not in it. But I don't know why it doesn't. But the inside has an alarm, so I guess that's good in case anybody ever breaks in. I could just hit the alarm. Right.
The nice thing too about these is they record all the time. Well, not all the time, I should say, but when somebody is walking by, as soon as it detects motion, it'll record and it'll send it right to your phone. You can even go right on the app right away and watch a live picture, a live video feed of what's going on outside or inside your bus and see how your dogs are doing or whatever pets you have. It's just a really nice feature to have. You can also save those files and download them to your phone, to your computer. You can share them with friends. You can share them with neighbors in case there's somebody suspicious in the area. And they all run on Wi-Fi. So right now, these are connected to the campground's Wi-Fi, which is actually very good. I'm surprised because campground Wi-Fi is usually terrible. But these are actually doing pretty good, and then we can look on our phones from anywhere in the country, or even outside the country, and check on everything. And it's really nice. Now you might say, oh, well, what if you're on the road? How are you going to do that? Well, I can either leave one of our phones here and connect the hotspot to it, and then check it through my phone while we're out, or Sam's phone while we're out. Or I can get another visible phone service plan for another $25 a month, which is nothing. It comes with unlimited data, unlimited talk, text, and unlimited hotspot. It's high-speed hotspot too. It's not like this low throttle down stuff. I can stream music, videos, YouTube. I can upload all day long. It's not an issue. And I can get another one and leave it here all the time, and then that'll be connected to it all the time, and I could watch the bus just like that for another $25 a month if I wanted to do that. So there's quite a bit of options. It's just nice knowing that we have a little bit more security, and we can check on the dogs if we're out for a while. So yeah, you might want to look into it. You guys can go to ring.com.
On Amazon.
We got ours on Amazon. You can even buy refurbished ones.
We're thinking about buying refurbished ones. Yeah, I'm thinking about buying one more for another direction on the bus. But the refurbished ones are about $41 compared to, I think, about $60 or $65 for a brand new one. And they come certified refurbished. So. And you get a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yeah, and you're right, and you still get a money-back warranty. So it might be worth it for you guys. Anyway, that's our upgrades for right now. As you guys can see, for the first time in a while, we're actually going to have a fire here tonight. Got some cardboard we're going to burn. And I'm going to get a bundle of wood. They actually come out here and deliver. They have a whole store up there, which is really nice. They'll deliver anything to you that they have in the store. Firewood, milk. They have a whole bunch of souvenirs, magnets, stickers, propane.
Don't say KOA, it just says Pocono Mountain.
Yeah, I was thinking, I wanted to get a nice magnet, obviously, but I don't know. I looked at a couple of them. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. But, oh, and you can order it all on their website. They have a QR code. Is it over here or is it inside? Oh, we threw it out already, okay. But on the pamphlet, when you check in, it has a QR code, and it brings you right to the store. You scan it on your phone, and you can order everything and pay for it right on your phone, and they'll bring it right to your site. And it's really nice. It's a very convenient option. Alright, so it's fire time over here with the fire queen. She's got our fire roaring away. We got some wood delivered. The guy actually came by and delivered some wood to us. And they just charge the card on file that you have, which is super convenient, so you don't have to worry about paying them cash or whatever it is.
If they have enough change, if they gotta go back to the office to get it.
Right. So we're gonna have a nice little fire here for a little while. I only got one bundle, so that'll probably only last us about an hour. But then the mosquitoes and everything start coming out pretty bad anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You good boy? You guys like being outside? Damn. You guys are both just camera whores, huh? Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, they're fighting. They're fighting. Okay. Alright. Well, we put the fire to good use, so we burned up the box and some other garbage that we had. Still got a little bit over there, but we're going to put an ending on this vlog right here, guys, because we are about to jump inside and make some dinner and just relax for the night. It is supposed to rain tonight around, I think around 7 or 8 o'clock, so try to get everything all set up, and then we'll get back in the bus and just relax. Anyway, we'll catch you guys in the next video. If you haven't already subscribed, I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.